remember I asked you a week ago, what would happen if Magic Lantern was to grab that camera?
Can't get any better, yeah.
I mean, it can't get any better.
No.
That's exactly what you said. It can't get any better, even if the sensor, even if this, even if that, right?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you can, I mean, it's just like it shoots raw already.
Yeah, and when it comes to colors, you know, if you go, you know, post could fix a whole lot of things, man. When you got that type of resolution, bro.
Yeah, and people don't want to do the Magic Lantern thing anymore because it's too much of a risk. You know, you got cameras getting bricked. I mean, that's why that stuff died out a long time ago.
Yeah.
Especially these kind of more complicated cameras where they have consistent. Because back then, they weren't giving you updates like that, right? Like, you bought the 5D, they're not giving you support for video. They're giving you support as a photographer because that's where his intention, right? But like the GH5, for example, when I bought the GH5, they had all these updates come out after that made it better. They started giving people 124 frames or 120 frames or 180, something like that.
Yeah.
But they gave you more capabilities and codecs to play with after.
Yeah.
Right. And they can do that with a software. But with the 5D, they're like, okay, we're going to give you Magic Lantern because they don't care about video. They're not going to give you support for that. So I think that's probably why it died out, because that's not around anymore. And then, you know, the companies are actually supporting the video cameras.
All right. So well, let's get back to the filming thing. You said, when did I start liking that? Did I answer that question for you?
Yeah, you kind of did. You kind of fell in love with the cranes and the sliders and the, you know, the gear and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think
no. Yeah, and that's when we came about, and you know, we started. Yeah, you did said that me and you were the only one that had the matching camera, so it was like, yo, you get this one.
But did you ever have? Were you ever interested in film when you were a kid? Like, was there any time that you did something that was remotely comparable to making a story? Yeah,
man. You want to know something, man? One thing that is frustrating to me is that I'm not good getting people together and directing. Which I would like. I have never done the stuff that you've done. Like, you could put a short together.
Well, let's go back to being a kid. I'm saying, like,
okay.
I'm talking
back
like
to being a kid. Going back to being a kid. Yeah. You look at everybody wants to be in a movie. Everybody. But wants to be part of that.
Did you do anything?
I can't say I can't say I did something.
I definitely did.
Probably not that I can remember right now. I mean, my I didn't have those type of resources, man. I mean, I didn't have that. I don't. Whoa! Wait! I don't know if this counts, but this is crazy. I don't know if this counts, but I had a box with a paper on top, lights on the back, right? And you put candles in the back, and you put little figures in the front.
Okay.
And you make this thing with the shadow that comes from the box, and you make them fight or whatever. You never did that?
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah. Well, I did that a whole lot. And I used
to have people. That's kind of like storytelling.
Yeah, well, exactly. So you talk about what's going on in the shadow. It's a shadow film. It's like that Japanese stuff that, you know, they stay still.
Right.
I did a whole.
It's like stop motion.
I did a whole lot of that when I used to invent those things. I used to make the frames and put the papers on it.
That's pretty unique.
And light up. And I used to do that, man. I don't know if that counts. I don't know if that, helps with the question. Because
you're almost storyboarding, but you're storyboarding live.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're telling people, but it's crazy, man. You got to see it, man. I wish I could find some type of, somebody that ever did that. But yeah, that stuff. But I don't know if that counts with the question.
Oh yeah, that definitely does. I mean, when I started, I was my dad bought this camera, and it was a little Panasonic. It was pretty bulky, and it was tape. Mm-hmm. So he brings it in, and then I'm like, hey, what's that? You're doing family videos, and I don't know what it is, but I just grabbed it, started filming stuff around the house, started filming my family, started filming my cats, filming basketball, because I play basketball a lot. So I was filming me and Kyle playing basketball. But I was in high school, right? So I was like, oh, this is cool, man. I started falling in love with it. Then we started making these little scenes. We were doing cops and robbers. We were doing like gang banging thugs in the street.
That was you and Kyle?
Yeah. So we would do, and this is like 60 frames per second. And it's like zooming in and out.
Yeah,
I mean, it was like Blair Witch type of stuff.
Yeah.
So we would go out and get some friends from school. Like, let's do like a, cops and robbers stuff. So I did one when Kyle's driving, he's the cop, and I'm filming him, and then we're chasing bad guys down the street, and we're running out, and we did stuff like that. And then we did this other one, was like a crime movie, where like, we were like 15 years old. So we did this crime movie, you know, sometimes we place the camera down so we can all be in the scene, right? So we put the camera down and run. It was funny because the camera was always part of it. Like, whether you're running, whether you place it down, we weren't worried about cuts. Everything was like a whole take. So you would watch the whole thing as if it was really happening. But we did this crazy one where this kid's walking down the street and these gangbangers are pulling up. They get out of the car, they grab him, they throw him in the back of the trunk, they close the trunk and they take off. It's crazy, man. And then like the camera was on like by my garage and it was filming everything. And man, that was fun. It was a good time. So I think I already had a passion for it. And I think it was kind of building up to make stories. And but we were always doing comical stuff. It was nothing serious. Like when we watch it, we would freaking crack up how stupid we look.